Hi guys, welcome back. I'm at our Oklahoma City drop yard. I just hooked to an empty here. Just finished some footage getting over here as well. Gonna do some footage for you guys going from here up to Enid, Oklahoma, where my next load will be picking up. It does not pick up until tomorrow morning, but I'm gonna run the miles up there, drop my empty up there as well. It's at 44.67. Got that. I have not seen that one before. Been seeing a lot of trucks from us that I've never seen before. A lot of times I recognize the truck numbers, yeah, even just looking at them, but sometimes I recognize them by just only what's on my, what I have documented. Alright, I'm gonna have to go over back over to the Flying J to get reefer fuel, because whoever dropped this trailer here dropped it with only not even a half a tank of fuel in it, which is no good. It's like MHC coming in here. Make sure my tandem's clear of that pole. Alright, thanks. Have a good night. Come on, stupid. Car, you were way down there by that light when I first started to come out, so piss off. As if you don't like it. Alright, so I'm going to take Council Road back over here to Morgan Road, the next exit west of here. You're the one with the fucking... What are you doing, dude? You have a fucking right-of-way. Why don't you just take your fucking right-of-way, dipshit? I'm not gonna thank you just in case you don't want to take your right-of-way. Not that big a deal. Man, I get being nice and being courteous to other drivers, but don't be so courteous that you do stuff that could cause someone else to get impatient and cause an accident anyway. Because that's the kind of stuff that can happen when you're excessively nice like that. Left lane closed ahead. This westbound on-ramp is it's not closed until the 14th, and today is the 11th. Can't see where the limit line is. How's that stop here on red sign over there? That helps me immensely, because there's no limit line here, or if there is one, I can't really see it. hopefully they send me my load assignment for the reload before I get over to Flying J. That way I don't have to sit and wait for them, so I can start putting my reefer fuel in. Stop with the pilot over here since I have that option as well, and it's on the same side of the interstate that I am on. So yeah, we'll do pilot instead. That's right, there is a blue beacon over here on this side of town also. Thought there might have been, but I couldn't remember. I still don't have my load assignment in yet, so I can't get reefer fuel for this trailer unless I use the previous load that I was under. Definitely more truck activity here.
You have 4 hours and 2 minutes of remaining drive time.
Okay, now my load assignment's in. Alright, cool.
Attention, a new important message has arrived.
Oh, this actually has more than one stop on it.
A new important message has arrived. Attention, a new important message has arrived.
Yeah, it has several stops. Okay. Alright, let's start with this. Trip number 7733. Looks like it has about 3 or 4 drops on this load that I'll be picking up. Alright, so let's go
You
on
have
to
4 hours and 2 minutes of remaining drive time.
fuel. I actually don't mind multi-drop stops. A lot of drivers don't like doing them, but I don't know, the multi-drops, you tend to get a lot more interesting places to go to. Well, not always, but there's a better chance you'll get some of the more unusual kind of places to go to, because it's, you know, fewer pallets and let's just say tickets along. So it's started mobile fueling, but it's still spinny on me and not telling me how many pumps are available. So I might have to use my card manually at the pump. So not a big deal, but I get more points if I. Oh no, it's working right. All right. Okay, just need reefer only. Was it 7733? Yeah. Okay, be a negative 10-degree load. Pick up window 142 to 542 tomorrow morning. First stop, Clovis Unified Schools in Clovis, California. I want to say Clovis is over by Fresno, if I remember right. I know it's up in that area, Bakersfield, Fresno region. That is due on the 14th at 11 a.m. Okay, so actually I don't have as much time to get the load in that general area as I thought I did. Because I didn't know there were multiple stops until I just got the assignment in. Then Winco Foods in Modesto, I've been there before. It's been a while. That's due on the 15th at 3 a.m. Third stop is Yuba City Refrigeration in Yuba City, 15th at 10 a.m. And then final stop is at Safeway in Tracy on the 16th at noon. Okay. So mostly places I've been to already, just except for that one, I think. Okay, since I'm over here now, let's see if it's still a better way to go. I might be better off taking the turnpike up. Yeah, it's still saying 44 and 74. Yeah, I-44 east over to 74. It's still a few minutes faster than taking the turnpike up. Okay, so we'll give it a try. Just for fun of it, I haven't gone that way before anyway, so let's see what it's about. It's only an 86-mile trip, so about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit longer. I think it was saying an hour and 46 or something like that when I was still over at the drop yard. Actually, it might be a little bit longer now because I'm one extra exit past where I was. This guy's pulling out now.
You have 4 hours and 2 minutes of remaining drive time.
Oh, I guess that's not a guy, it's a woman. Well, same difference. That truck is pulling out. How's that? It's not a man, it's a whoa man. I swear this is one of the most messed up pilots. The way this is arranged here. Oh, are we trying to get into the fuel island? Making me wait another cycle of the lights to get out. I see how you are. I got lots of time, so I don't need to complain at all. Engine feels like it's idling a little on the rough side. Might be because it's auto regen. It could be auto regenning or something, but I don't see any. My regen lights are not on, so doesn't necessarily mean that's what's going on, but I can tell by the way it feels that that's probably what's going on without it indicating as much. I'm just like a little behind the 8 ball on every damn light possible, aren't I? Oh well. Yeah, Highway 74 will have, I don't know, a few small towns to go through on the way up to 412. Doesn't look like there's much of anything as far as large towns or cities. I mean, after I'm outside the OKC area at least. Yeah, what towns I did see, yeah, I didn't see like colored areas that were big enough to make me think there was anything more than maybe towns of hundreds or maybe a few thousand. I assume it's all going to be towns that are in the hundreds in population, not thousands. We'll see how it goes though. So it'll be interesting, new experience for me, I guess. Once I'm off I-44. I've been on I-44. I'm not the biggest fan of using I-44 through town here, but I have been on it a few times. I think this lane ends as well, yeah, it sure does. Do some high-speed coverage here. So you guys at least have kind of a concept of what's on. I don't know. It's nighttime driving, but I don't want to have like a 2-hour-long video, especially covering all nighttime. You can't see much, so yeah, I'll probably do like high speed or fast forward, whatever. Alright guys, we're coming up on I-44 interchange about a mile from here. Heading east on 44, and then that'll take us up to State Route 74, or eastbound 3. Or actually, the other way around. I mean westbound 3. I need to be over here in this lane to get on 44. where I can probably go faster through this curve with an empty trailer than I can with a loaded. Actually, generally speaking, that is the case. We're going to be coming up on the, or not, yeah. I'm coming up on interchange for 44 to I-35. I'm going to stay on State Route 3 here. And it becomes Highway 74. Take 74 up to 412. Then west on 412 until we get over to Enid. I need to be left to stay on, to get on 3 and 74. Alright, Highway 3 westbound and 74 northbound. Alright, looks like I could have stayed in the other lane to get on 74 as well. Sometimes the signs don't actually tell you that you can use a lane that is available, such as what just happened. I can tell you California is generally really good about telling about labeling the lanes that are actually available, and some other states are also, but yeah, Oklahoma maybe not so much. What I mean by that is the sign I saw back there led me to believe I needed to move over to the lane I'm in now to be able to get onto 74. But in reality, I could have stayed in the lane I was already in and still been okay. But the signs didn't tell me that I could stay in that lane. So I moved over, just in case. I don't know what's going on here because I don't come through here enough. Don't know how the lanes operate, so learn the hard way. Alright, 3 westbound splits off from here. Gonna continue northbound on 74. Not too many, a few more miles up the road, running across the Kilpatrick Turnpike. Is that their corporate office right there? That looks like a taller building and doesn't look like an actual gas station, so it might be the corporate building there. Because I know Love's is actually based here in Oklahoma City. Yeah, that's probably their headquarters right there. Alright guys, we're coming up on the Kilpatrick Turnpike here. Be continuing north on 74. Alright guys, not too far away from US 412 now. Just got past Covington Covington, Oklahoma. Not too long ago, maybe a few miles back. It's been a pretty easy, pretty round going up here. Speed limit's been 65 all the way up, except for going through, I forget the name of the town. I was down that way, Cimarron City area, somewhere around there. Got down to about 35 through there, and also had a little bit of a slower area in Covington, but the Covington one didn't last that long. Actually, neither one of them were too bad, although it looked like I think it was Cimarron City or Crescent, whatever that town was down there, was definitely a little bit bigger. Not city size, but a decent sized town, I would call it. Otherwise, yeah, been really nice. 65 mile an hour speed limit all the way up. There's nothing really here for like a dirt shoulder or whatever if you gotta pull over for something, but and not too many places. This is US 412 coming up here. I'm gonna be heading west on the highway from here. Now there were a couple of places along the way. I think over by Crescent, Cimarron City area, whatever you call that. That neck of the woods, there were a couple of places there I saw where you can park a truck. So it's a doable option. It's yeah, especially if you don't mind like a couple of mom and pop places to stop at. Okay, I've debated whether to just go straight to the shipper or maybe even just stop at Love's or wherever. I don't remember there's a service plaza between here and there. I got time to kill, and actually it might be better for you guys if I don't check in during the daytime, or when we have daylight. So seriously thinking about doing that. Enid is 14 miles out, and I got a 70 mile an hour zone here, so be less than 15 minutes out, and I'll be hitting the turn for where where you turn up to go to the shipper is before we even get to downtown Enid. So in reality, we're probably about maybe 10 to a dozen miles out. Actually, we were right at that's right in the ballpark. I was expecting on my, because I left the pilot with my B trip meter at the 250 point, and it was about an 85, 86 mile trip. So it should put me about 336 on my trip meter, and I'm at 324 now, so yeah, right around a dozen miles out to where the shipper is. Guys, we're just a few miles away now from the shipper. Just so I can have something to do and also have daylight conditions to work with, to show you what it looks like over there. I'm going to probably go straight to the Love's truck stop first. And hang out there, maybe get some sleep or something, and then sometime in the morning, head over to the shipper, go drop my trailer, and have some daylight to show you guys, to work with, to show you guys the route to the shipper from Love's, as well as how things look inside their lot, how things are done there. Just getting into the east end of the Enid area now. I can see the sign up ahead on the right side for the Love's. And I'm going to be past actually right where these lights are at, right here on the right. That's the FedEx facility. Right here in front of it, on this side of it, there's a street. That's where you access it from, and that'll be the same street that I'll be using later to head up to the shipper. Now, right where this car is turning at, this street here is where I'll be turning to get to the shipper. Again, I got plenty of time. I can give myself something to do, kind of break up the monotony of camping out, I guess. Here's the FedEx facility I was telling you about. And just a little bit further up on the right side will be the Love's. There'll be a traffic light there. There's also a truck stop across the street that a lot of drivers for some reason don't know about. Why, I don't know, because it's right there, literally across the street, across Highway 412 from Love's. It used to be a pilot travel center, but now it is something else. I forget what it's Setco or CNX, whatever, I forget. But yeah, you can see the Love's right up here on the right at this light. Oh, Phillips 66. Or Conoco, whatever. Yeah, I think it's Conoco that's on the other side. That is a truck stop, though. It's still not quite 4 a.m., so there's a possibility there won't be any open spots here. In which case, then I can always go across the street and see if they have something there. Can't tell you. It looked like, thought I might have seen an open spot over there, but I think I see it bobbed. I think it's two bobtails there. And worst case, yeah, I think I see open spots right over here on this end. So I'm gonna go ahead and look like this red Volvo or whatever this thing is here. I think it's a Volvo. There's an open spot next to him. Yeah, it is a Volvo. There's two open spots over there. By Hogan would be even better. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Give ourselves an easier one over here. We'll just because we can. I'm gonna go next to this tanker. Alright, I don't want to go past the plane of where this trailer, this guy who's nosed in is at. I want to be able to go back straight and know that I don't have to worry about hitting him. I think I'm pointing more toward the JB Hunt guy. I know this Yeah, spot next to JB Hunt. I might run myself out of room there before I get my tenant because I've been over the spot. But it's alright, I can always do a pull forward if that does become the case. Well, I don't know, it might be alright here. Just about right. I had just enough room to work with to get to get my tractor lined back up after getting the tandem centered. Okay, again, I got plenty of time here, so camp out here, get a little bit of rest, get some daylight conditions. We'll have some more footage for you guys, right? So stay tuned. Alright guys, we're about ready to head up to the shipper now. The PC up there, it's right up the street. Got some daylight, so it'll be easier, better video footage for you guys. And we can see something other than just a dark road. Alright, I'm waiting on this garbage truck to go by, and then I'll be ready to go. Alright, good. Got me a good 5 hours of rest. That's a pretty decent amount. Of course, it always ends with me waking up having to pee. My bladder will never let me sleep 8 hours, because once I'm awake, I'm awake again. Alright, clear right, clear left. I know this truck's turning into here. He's not allowed to go past here. Boy, this garbage truck decided to just go the other way just for fun of it or stupidity of it. Alright, we'll have to wait for Everett Express to get a green light. That's a no turn on red intersection also, so even if he's turning right, which I think he is, he has to wait for the light to turn green. No, he's not. So that means he's not paying attention to the signs. Oh, that's a sign reading fell there, Everett Express.
Go ahead. Somebody out favorite.
Yeah, the one leaving Love's, that was a no turn on red sign, but whatever, it's your problem. It's right there on the right on the damn light pole. How do you not see that? Like I was telling him, that's ultimately his problem, not mine. But like, dude, how blind can you be? It's right on the freaking light pole. Like, why put yourself at risk of a stupid bullshit ticket like that? Because it's not following a simple rule like that. Usually, if it's a no right on red, there's a reason why it's a no right on red. They don't just prohibit right on red at anywhere, without a good reason for doing so. So I'm not trying to tell him how to drive his truck, but To me, why put yourself at risk of a stupid ticket like that, especially when cops monitor, local Enid PD monitors this area quite a bit. Right here is left turn here where the FedEx facility is. We'll be turning left. And you know what's even funnier is that guy's in a day cab, so you know he's a local area driver. You have to wonder how many times he's been here before and probably not even ever seen that sign, even though it's right there up front on the damn light pole. That or he just doesn't give a shit. I don't know. Personally, I care about not getting stupid tickets that I shouldn't have. Alright, so a couple of seconds is worth having to pay a couple $100 or whatever it is for, and time off to go to court and try to fight something that you have no chance of winning. I think not. Yeah, just a little bit past the railroad tracks here. I do see their facility up there on the left. This is Mid-Continent Packaging right here. I'm passing by on the left. Got CDLU over here. What is CDLU? Like a CDL school or something? CDL University? What does that mean? I didn't look at it long enough. OG&E. Yeah. It's going to be a left turn right here on the other side of this building. Where this day cab's coming out of, I'll be turning. Easier way to remember, even if you're not using GPS, just remember this little building right here next to the road, the Winco. I mean, you can't miss their big-ass warehouse right there. I mean, it's not the biggest warehouse in the world, but it's not small either. Okay, I'm gonna swing wide coming into the lot because it's kind of a tight turn because the guard shack is so close to the street. So I mean the driveway's plenty wide, but the problem is the guard shack. You don't have enough turn radius with the tractor. So it's not so much the trailer. Come out over here. Your big J-hook turn. Alright, stay in your truck. Do not. Alright, now I'm going to get my pickup info. Morning, how you doing? Yeah, empty. You need the last 7 on the pickup number?
I'll need the whole pickup number.
Yeah, you know it always starts with 500. That's why I say the last 7, because I know you know the 500 number.
Yes.
Alright, last 7 are 480 9000.
A new message has arrived.
Cell phone? First name?
Scott?
Last name?
Zane? Z-A-N-E?
And can you come over to the back?
Okay. Okay. change the status back, and we're gonna park right here where this blue KW is at. I'm gonna come over here to set it up. Watch my hood mirror to make sure there's nobody coming over here that I'm not aware of. Come on, get in here. Thank you. Okay, also, they're going to want tandems all the way back, so I'm going to go ahead and set them back right now and be ready. That way, when it's time to drop the trailer, which they're going to probably call me shortly for, within the next 10 minutes, I'd say, I'm already ready, and then they'll tell me exactly what spot to drop it in pretty soon. Now I'll take the pins roll out. Yep. It's sliding. Alright, so we're all set here now. Actually, I don't know if you noticed, I was gentle with the sliding the tandems. You don't want to be too rough when doing that, because you have mechanical stops on both ends of the slide rail. But if you bang up against the stops too hard, you can break them off. And different slide rails have different types of setups. That's something else you might want to watch for too, is when you're doing the pre-trips, know what kind of stops there are, or if they're even there, because now a lot of trailers, they'll have a built-in thing on, basically an indentation, whatever, right on the slide rail. Maybe I should. I think usually our JCT trailers are always like that. But there are other types of trailers that have basically a pole, basically a tube that goes all the way across from one of the holes up front to the same hole on the other side. You bang up too hard against any kind of mechanical stop, and there's a possibility you can break it. If you break it, and the tandems keep sliding, they could slide completely off the rail, and you have a much more serious problem. So let me show you what the mechanical stops look like, and that you should be watching for. Alright, down here the tandems. Okay. Right here's our slide rail. Right here is the mechanical stop. Right there's the mechanical stop on the right side. There's another pair on the back where this is at now. Okay, this one's different. Now there is the mechanical stop right there. You can see how the holes build in right there. It's because there's a mechanical stop actually in that hole. Alright, so more good reason to do good pre-trips on your trailers and things to actually pay attention to, because now am I necessarily gonna check the condition of mechanical stops on a normal pre-trip? Probably not. But if I know I'm gonna slide my tandems, probably a good idea to look at those, make sure I know that there are actually stops there, instead of assuming that they'll actually be there and that they'll be in good condition, because you never know. You might have a trailer where they've been damaged or ripped off or something and you not know it. Or also the knuckles that hold the truck assembly onto the slide rail. That can also those can also be damaged, and I've actually seen that a number of times. That usually happens from people banging up too much on the, basically trying to force, keep going forward or backward when they're up against a stop already, and basically the tires try to do a wheelie, like one side goes down or the other side goes up, or the other way around. And when that happens, it bends the crap out of the knuckles that keep there's like 4 knuckles. And they keep the tandems on the truck assembly. Basically, the truck assembly is what the tandems go on. No, that's Advanced Pierre right there. Let's see what they have to say. I'll probably drop the trailer and... Hello? Good, how about yourself? Spot 100, yeah, I can definitely do that. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'll bobtail back over to Love's. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh yeah, it'd be great. Okay, appreciate it. Alright. Thank you. Okay, we're all set here. She said drop my trailer in spot 100, which is going to be down there by where that other guard shack is, kind of in that area. And told her I'm going to go ahead and just bobtail back over to Love's, and they're going to give me a call when the load's ready. It's not due for pickup till tomorrow morning, but that's all right. My main concern is get the trailer, make the trailer available for them to use. Oh, and I forgot to send my arrival call, which I'll take care of when I'm dropping the trailer. We'll say about 8:10, or no, 10:10 this morning is... Yeah, on these dropping hooks, I always like to get the trailer dropped early, because you never know if the shipper needs it for any load. It doesn't matter if it's your load or some other driver from your company's load. So if you ever get held up at a shipper, there are times where you're getting held up because some other driver who's picking up later than you is taking their time bringing the trailer when they could be bringing it sooner. Because there are times where the shipper has the ability, like the people on hand and the product to put in your trailer, and they're ready to put in a trailer, but they just don't have a trailer to put it into. So if you drop your trailer early, 100 might be over here in these areas over here, but I want to say it's actually here by the end of this row right here. Okay, yeah, it's going to be right next to this that U.S. Foods trailer here. Alright, tandem's all the way back. I'm gonna go 2 spots past. My hood mirrors at the opposite end of the spot. Back at a 45. A couple other little methods I use there. I see that the trailer lined up almost perfectly with the spot there. The angle was just a little bit off, but it was very well positioned for a good straight back. Now see, look, mono hits. Let the trailer do everything. If you're set up right, the trailer does it all. Alright, now we're up against the curb. Disconnect. I will give a little extra special shout out also to the woman working in there. I forget her name. I recognize her voice because I've been here before. I know she's, I don't know. I can't know how. I don't know what the age. I know she's a black lady, but not so. You know, black people are really good at hiding your age, so just put it that way. Actually, one of my old girlfriends would always joke with me and tell me that aging is a white person's disease. Because white people are the worst at hiding their age. Most blacks I know really good at hiding their age. Like they could be like 60 years old and they still look like they're 30 or something. It's like, man, you guys got some good genes. As far as that's concerned, I don't know. I probably look my age to a lot of you guys. I'm 47, so I don't know. I'm not trying to generalize too much, or I'm not trying to be racist or anything like that. But it's facts are facts. Statistically, the average black person is better at hiding their age than the average white person. I think, at least my opinion. Same with pretty much anybody who's not white. Alright, so this is a little bobtail. Oh wait, you know what? Just send the arrival call that I never did send. Anyway, yeah, I love dealing with her. She's always very nice, polite, friendly, and all that. Definitely an asset to Tyson Advanced Pierre. So, if anybody from Tyson's watching this, keep her. Give her a pay raise. She's great. At least from my perspective. Okay, today is 11th at, yeah, we'll say 10:10. 670. Alright. Now let's get back over to Love's and we'll just hang out there until the load's ready to go, which I'm not expecting to be a case until tomorrow morning, but you know, whenever it's ready, it's ready. At least I'll be ready for it in either case, and everything will be hunky-dory. Now, you guys are JCT drivers who come here might want to know, okay, because I got a 4-drop load. First stop is in brain farting on the name of the town, Clovis, California, which is just on the northeast side of Fresno. Yeah, that's the first stop. Second stop is Modesto. Third stop is Yuba City, which is up north of Sacramento. And then the fourth stop is in Tracy, the fourth and final. How I plan to go about getting over there? That'll be basically over to I-40, but how do I get to I-40 is where there's the real question mark. You know, some people might want to go one way or another. What I usually do from here is take US 412, which is the highway that the Loves is at, the one that I'll be at in a second. Take 412 to the west, just stay on it, and then you'll run into US 60. And then when you get to US 60, take it to the west until you're just about into Amarillo. I don't go all the way to downtown Amarillo. I'll get off at the farm road, what was it, 912 or whatever hell it is, the one where the Tyson plant is over there. And, alright, we're good. Anyway, yeah, get off at the farm road there, and then I'll take the farm road down to I-40 from there. That way it's a little bit more of a direct route. You do have some, you have to go through Enid, actually through the core of Enid to get over there to the other side, 412, the town, whatever, and then there are some towns here and there along the way that you'll go through as well. I don't like going past where the Tyson plant is, but then there's the trade-off there, because if you get off of 60 at the Tyson plant in Amarillo, if you get there at the wrong time, you're going to have a lot of the Tyson employee traffic going to or from the warehouse or the plant. That is a kill plant, and it's a two-way stop. So you have to stop, but they don't. And there's no lights or stop signs, whatever, to make them stop. So it can be a nightmare trying to make that left turn if you go there at the wrong time. You can also take 60 straight into downtown Amarillo. That's might be a little bit safer, but we have several more traffic lights to deal with once you're past the Tyson plant. Yeah. So that's why I say I'd rather get off on the farm road where Tyson is at, and then it's a straight shot right down from I-40 from there. Then you get on I-40 just a couple of exits east of where the eastern end of Amarillo is. It is a truck driver school. Okay. Figured that's why they call it CDL University. Drone dive here also. And the Loves over here has Carl's Jr. I'm not a fan of Carl's Jr.'s breakfast, but I do like their charbroiled burgers. Particularly like Western bacon cheeseburgers, what I tend to get the most, and then sometimes I'll mix it up and get something else there. Okay, being that I'm a bobtail, and I'm going to probably be there for all the way up until the morning sometime, I'm going to more likely want to park my tractor in the four-wheeler lot. I don't want to be taking up spots that that truck and trailer could be using that they might need that might not be available because of assholes like us, bobtails. So, best practice, don't park your bobtail in the truck lot if you don't have to. What's that, an old warbird there or something? I can't tell. Some kind of airplane flying around. It looks like, I don't know, it's a low wing. No, it's a regular civilian bird. Couldn't tell what kind it was, so it's almost looked like a T-37 Tweet. It's an Air Force trainer aircraft. I don't think that's what it was. I think it had props on it. Like maybe it was a Mooney or something. Moonies and Pipers are particularly known for having what you call a low wing design, which means the wing is mounted to the bottom of the fuselage. You have low wing, mid wing, and high wing designs. Low wing, and that's exactly what it means. It's what part of the fuselage are the wings mounted to. Are they mounted to the bottom of the fuselage? Are they mounted to the middle of it? Or are they mounted to the top of the fuselage? That's your aircraft education for the day. Okay, and again, there is the Conoco across the street. That is a truck stop also. That's Subway, and there's also Lucille's Kitchen over there. So that is something to consider if you like those kinds of places, like just regular sit-in restaurant and not your run-of-the-mill fast food. There's a decent number of vehicles here, but oh, don't park over there. Ah. Alright. There's a good number of cars there right now, so I'm going to go ahead and park over here on the truck side for now while there are spots here. Then later on I'll consider moving over to the four-wheeler side when there aren't so many cars there, or not so much local.
Anytime you get around it.
The other thing you can do, like this guy is parked up here at the front. Something else you can do if you, I don't plan to be here in these spots all night, but you can. It's good practice if you're going to park in these spots. Double up. So I see this Air Products guy is parked all the way back. I'm going to park next to him, but if I know I'm going to be here overnight and that I'm not going to move, it's good practice to double up with someone with another bobtail. So in that case, I would normally maybe knock on the guy's door. Hey, how long are you going to be here? And then say, you mind if I double up with you? That way we're not taking up two spots that don't need to be taken up. Now, when I got here early this morning, there were quite a few spots open. There were more. Most of the spots were occupied, but there were a good number that were also vacant. So.
You have 5 hours and 33 minutes of remaining drive time.
But still, that's something to be aware of. If you have some courtesy for your fellow drivers, if you don't have a trailer, don't park where trailers are meant to be. As a general rule. Like I said, I'm parking here now, but I'm not planning to be here all night. If the lot starts to fill up, I'm kind of just waiting on the traffic, the four-wheeler traffic on the other side to get a little more, to die down more or whatever. And then I'll move over there, so I'm not such an issue for them as well, and it'll open up a spot here. All right, so that's it for now. We'll have some more. Just keep watching. I'll have some footage whenever it's time to pick up the load. All right, so we'll see you guys soon. All right, guys. Got a call. My load is ready for pickup now. It'll be in door 8 when I get over there. Head back over there and go pick it up and get rolling. I got rained on here recently before I started rolling out, right before I got the call. Look like we do have, look like the storm is kind of lingering around. Actually, look like it's kind of heading southbound. As you see, we do have thunderstorms here. The shipper did say that my load was just right on the border of what they would require to scale. So he said they're going to go ahead and have me scale it, but it should be fine. It thinks I'm going to weigh around 65,000 pounds. Process once I get in the door, once I get into the yard, I will hook up to my trailer, pull forward, put my load locks in and all that, close the doors, and then I'll go over to the, come off the, come out of the door, and then I'll go on the scale, and then I'll park on the scale and go inside to check out. This looks like a not super fast moving storm. Doesn't look slow, but I don't know. Doesn't look like it's an isolated, a stationary storm. I mean, but it's. I've seen faster moving storms from what I see on the radar. The southern end of it is where the biggest activity is. Looks like I'm starting to get kind of on the trailing edge of it. Getting close to that now. Now you do want to be more careful driving as a bobtail on wet roads. Yeah, it's actually more dangerous to drive a bobtail than it is to pull a trailer on wet roads, because there's no way. You know, the back end of the tractor is designed to have a lot of weight, have a lot of, you know, the front end of a trailer on it, and helping push it down. But it tends to bounce more when there's no trailer there, and that's why it takes longer to stop a bobtail than it does to stop a loaded truck and trailer, and also why it's more prone to spin outs and stuff if you don't have a trailer behind you. Start my shift clock, or my shift trip meter, whatever. Yeah, I've already got what I've gotten, what I was gonna need, whatever, from Love. So once I'm once I'm checked out of here and rolling, I'm just gonna go get straight out, get my way straight toward Amarillo. Go me. My inertia lock on my seatbelt likes to lock up when any hint of a bump and locks up, so I can't move. So we've got a Stevens truck here. Hello, how you doing?
Good. Are you picking up a load?
Yeah, I dropped my empty here earlier. They said it's ready now.
Okay. What's that load number again?
Let's see, the last 7 on the 500 number are 480 9000.
9,000?
Correct.
When did you check in?
Sometime in the morning yesterday.
Oh, okay, yeah. They've already filed it away, so let me just go ahead and get the rest of the info down.
Okay.
Your phone number? Name?
Scott.
Last name?
Zane, Z-A-N-E.
And have they told you where it's at?
Yeah, door 8.
Alright. Just head on in. Thank you. Well, did they tell you where to scale out?
Yeah, I know the process here.
Thank you.
Wait on this to come all the way up. There we go. Alright, so there's a trailer in the door right here, but I don't think that's door 8. I'm pretty sure it's not. I am pretty sure door 8's on the other end. Six, 8, 5, 5, and yeah, that's door 22. My trailer right over there. Well, that's why they want us to make a right turn. Alright, yeah, 5988. It might be sitting a little high, I can't tell. A little bit closer, but I like to hear it extra dry. And I'm not feeling enough right now, and I'm already underneath it, so that's my cue. Get out and crank the gear. And yeah, I have hardly any indication here on my load gauge. Until that landing gear is going to be a pain in the butt to crank even when it's off the ground. Wheel chock is still wedged in against the tire. I have to back the trailer up a little bit. And it looks like the airbags might be deflated on the trailer, so should be an indication that I'm getting take a little closer look at the air ride system when I do my pre-trip. forward. Oops. Got to
You
go
have
off.
7 hours and 54 minutes of remaining drive time.
You know, my clutch was acting fine when I was fine earlier, but now it's acting up. Should be good. Listening to hear if it's still air coming out through my right or my red valve. Sounds like it might be okay now. Alright, so get the air load locks installed, tandem slid, doors closed and all that, and then we'll get on the scale. Alright, so turns out there are already load locks in there. I'll slide the tandems back to the 40-foot hole. Already have my slide tool in there. Come on, fucking clutch. It's like it's grabbing as soon as first chance it can. Alright, now I'm up against the tool. Alright, sounds like it's good there. Alright, so now let's scale out. I didn't hear anything leaking when out of the air ride system, but it does lose there when I set the trailer brakes. It's more of a nuisance problem. As long as it doesn't leak air while I have air going to the trailer, it's good. But yeah, it's a more of a nuisance issue. Alright, make sure I watch for tail swing here with this Stevens trailer. Alright, overshoot the scale so the then I'll meet the tandems here. Good there. Let's see, just in case come on.
You have 7 hours and 54
I'm not
minutes
gonna
of
burn yard
remaining
for time
drive
sitting
time.
here, especially when I'm not even in my truck. Double check my pickup number 4809000. All right. I'm gonna get off the scale. I'm gonna have to wait for my temps to come down though, because it's too warm right now, and they won't let me out of the yard the way it is right now. It's a negative 10 load. My internal temp is 26. Put myself in yard move status, and so I'm trying to stay below 5 miles an hour so I don't start burning drive clock needlessly. Not a big deal, but I'm gonna want to write down all my information while I'm waiting on this box temp to cool down some anyway. Yeah, they got good people working here in the shipping office. During the daytime, the black lady I was talking about earlier, really nice. And then the guy I was just talking to right there, the tall white guy, yeah, he's really cool too. It's just sloppier than shit on that clutch pedal. Alright. I'm going to write down my information while I'm waiting on the the temp to come down. And getting a little cool air in here too. It's starting to get a little bit on the warm side. This is getting ridiculous. Alright, I'm still only at 6.5 degrees, so this rate I might just go put it in one of the spots, maybe go to sleep for another hour, because that seems to be what it's going to take. It's taking a long time to get down to town. I'm gonna go let the guy in the guard shack know. I'm waiting on my temp to come down below 0. It's taking a while. Might have to wait another hour, in which case I'd rather get me a little bit of rest. Okay, so guard says I can actually leave as long as it's set to -10. I don't have to wait for the box temp to come down, so I'm gonna go ahead and send my departure info right now. Now let's get out of here. Yeah, my clutch brake wants to cooperate. Alright, gotta line my tandems up with the gate, so I do a button hook here so you don't hit the post or the building. I had to take a wild guess of which still you were gonna put on. I was hoping it'd be the one that ends in 4.
Yeah. I always do the smaller number. I was also told that it's easier for the drivers for paperwork and stuff.
Yes.
So I kind of figured.
Yeah, it really does help because I try to send my departure info before I get out the gate, so I'm not like parking illegally and whatever and blocking
out
gates
there.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I got you.
I do the same thing. I always go with the lowest number and then go sequentially upward as I make each stop. So.
I also really just like it too. Way better.
Good thinking. Shippers, like I say, if you're not within their box, their like +5 or 10 degree range of what they wanted at, a lot of them won't even let you off the property. Yeah. You too. All right. Now let's get out of here. head back down on the 412 and then on the video there. Already sent my departure info, so I can just get rolling. Don't even have to stop. Imagine I'll probably make a stop in Amarillo or somewhere.
You have 7 hours and 59 minutes of remaining drive time.
Probably get myself a little bit of rest there or something once I'm over there. Hopefully I make it over there before I get too tired. I got me some sleep earlier, but I can always go for more eventually. I'm okay now, but I know my body, and I know I tend to want to sleep around somewhere in that 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. window. And it's currently 3:22 in the morning, so yeah, I expect by the time I get to Amarillo, I'll probably be wanting to stop and take a nap or something. Alright, so the route out of here, I'll be taking US 412 to the west. And when I hit US 60, I'll get on 60 and that'll take me right into Amarillo. Or for those of you guys who, of course, are English speakers only, Amarillo. Should be a fairly easy, it's not a super heavy load, only 31,000 pounds, so shouldn't be too difficult to get my truck moving and slowing down or whatever. Bobtail is turning right. WFX. They're like a competitor to us. I see them all the time. They do a lot of Western States runs also, and they're based in Oklahoma City. Alright guys, well that'll wrap up for this one. Again, I'm heading toward California. I got 4 stops. First at Clovis, which is just on the northeast side of Fresno. Second stop is Modesto, which is in between Fresno and Stockton, and it's Stockton south of Sacramento. Third stop is in Yuba City, which is north of Sacramento, and then the final stop is in Tracy, California, which is kind of southwest of Sacramento, going towards San Francisco. Alright, so that's all I have on this one. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. And I'll have some more footage for you guys somewhere else. Probably California if I have to guess. So we'll see you guys then. Have a good night.